Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer slash football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your favorite team's predictions. All right. Today's prediction video will be for Saturday, May 10th, and I have a 5 game slate for you guys. Happy Saturday, and also happy Mother's Day weekend if you are a mother watching, or if you are a father doing mother things and whatnot, whatever. Happy Mother's Day weekend. If it's not to you, then to your mother. It's all good, sharing love to everyone here. Like always, we'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. We'll talk about the total, and then I'll give you my predictions. But first, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it, baby. My Thursday bets were 100%. Let's go. 100% on all my bets on Thursday. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100%. I ended up putting Tottenham over 1.5. I felt like that was just the best bet here. Even though I said Bodo Glimt maybe will make one, I didn't think they were going to make two. For sure, Tottenham making two was just the best bet, or even them winning. But I ended up going with Tottenham over 1.5. Athletic Cup, like I said, were they were going to be able to score that one goal. Maybe not the win. I did say Manchester United to win, but as far as points, I said Athletic Club just to cover this 0.5, which they ended up covering this 0.5. Let's go. Chelsea, I couldn't trust their points, so I just went straight with the win. Should have done the points over 2.5, but it's all good. I just went with a straight win on them. And as far as Real Betis over 1.5, I was going to do Real Betis to go to 1.5, but I knew that the total points over was 99.9% sure, more effective than Real Betis to go over this 1.5. Either way, we covered, we will hit 100%. So I hope that you guys listened to me and you guys put something. I hope you guys ended up winning too. But if you didn't, oh well, hopefully this time around we have something for you guys that you guys can end up winning. So anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into the predictions. All right, first on the list, we have Fulham versus Everton. Fulham with one injured player and one questionable. They are at home. Everton on the road with only one injured player. Total sitting at 2, and it might move to 2.5. If it does move to 2.5, I don't think I'm touching the total points. I think the best prediction here for as far as points would be Everton to cover this 0.5. Fulham at 1.5. Their 5 most recent games, as far as Fulham covering this 1.5, they've done this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So maybe not the best idea. Now, Everton, on the other hand, as far as them allowing this 1.5, their 5 most recent games, they've allowed this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So I don't know. I just can't put Fulham to go over this 1.5, even though they've covered this 2 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head between both of these two teams. I just feel like the best bet here would be Everton just to cover this 0.5. They've been able to do this 3 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head, so I think that's probably the best bet. And not only that, Fulham, as far as Fulham allowing their opponents to score, they've allowed this 5 out of their 5 most recent games. So I think Everton can score a goal here. Maybe not get a win, but I'm sure that Everton can, score a goal here. Their most recent game, they did cover this 0.5. So I think at the end of the day, the best bet, as far as points, is Everton covering this 0.5. And as far as a win, I'm going to have to say Fulham to win here, just because Everton have not yet been able to beat. Fulham have won twice. They've tied 3 times, and Fulham have won twice. That one time that was a tie, which was back in December 12th, 2023. Fulham did end up winning. They went to penalties and ended up winning. or I don't think they went to penalties. I think it was on extra time. But regardless of the situation, Everton have not been able to beat Fulham in their 5 most recent games. So I think the best bet here is just Everton to cover this .5. I don't think I might do a win or a lose here because this could easily be a tie as well. So nonetheless, give me Everton to cover this .5. And if I had to pick a win, I would most likely go with Fulham or a tie. But yeah, all right, on to the next game. We have IPS Wichtown at home with 5 injured players and 1 player with the red card, 2 questionable. Brentford with 4 injured players on the road. Total sitting at 3 as far as team total points sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. I do not see IPS Wichtown covering this 1.5. As far as them covering this 1.5, their 5 most recent head-to-head between these two teams, they've done this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. But I just don't see them covering this. Especially with the injuries they got, 500 players, 1 player with the red card, 2 questionable. I don't see them covering this 1.5. So I think the best bet here would be IPS Wichtown under 1.5. Their 5 most recent games, as far as IPS Wichtown covering this 0.5, they covered this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So yeah, I don't see IPS Wichtown covering this 1.5 versus Brentford. Brentford, their 5 most recent games, as far as them allowing their opponents to cover this 0.5, they've allowed this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but I don't see it happening. I really don't. Now, I see Brentford covering this 1.5. Their 5 most recent games, they got 3 wins, 2 draws. IPS Wichtown have not yet been able to win in their 5 most recent games. So give me Brentford to win here. And as far as points, I would have to say Brentford to cover this 1.5. Their 3 most recent games, they have covered this 1.5. So yeah, give me Brentford over 1.5. And as far as the win, give me Brentford here. All right, on to the next game. We have Southampton at home with 1 injured player. Man City on the road with 3 injured players and 1 questionable. Total sitting at 3.5. Team total sitting at 0.5 for Southampton. Man City at 1.5. Now, Man City have not taken an L in their actually in their 6 most recent games. They have not taken an L. Are they due for an L? Yeah, but not versus Southampton. I don't think Southampton would beat Man City, especially how they got nothing to look forward to, really. They're in the bottom of the table. I don't know what else I can say about about Southampton. I mean, really, the 5 most recent games, they have not gotten a W. And now, as far as them covering this 0.5, they have done this 3 out of their 5 most recent games. So now, as far as Man City allowing their opponents to score this 0.5, they've allowed this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So I won't be surprised if Southampton does cover this 0.5. Me, myself, I don't think I'm going to put Southampton to cover this 0.5, even though they have covered this 3 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. I'm not going to put Southampton to cover. So it's just way too risky. Man City to cover this 0.5, I think is the best bet. They have covered this 0.5 or 1.5. They have covered this 3 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. And as far as them covering this 1.5 in their 5 most recent games, they've done this 4 out of their 5 most recent games. So I think Man City covering this 1.5 is the best way to go if you were trying to do points. But as far as a win, give me Man City to win. All right, on to the next game. We have Wolverhampton at home with 4 injured players. Brighton on the road with 3 injured players, 1 player with the red card, and 2 questionable. Total sitting at 2.5. Team total sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. Now, I'm going to go with Brighton on this one. I know what you're thinking. Wolverhampton have been stepping it up, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Every single time I go against Brighton, they end up winning. Like, every single time I go against them, they end up winning, they end up surprising me. So I'm most likely going to go with Brighton, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do a straight win or total team or total points over. I think the best bet here would probably be total points over 2.5. And I'll tell you why. They've covered this 3 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head between these two teams going at it. So I think this could easily be a 2-1 or a 2-2 game, maybe 3-2. Let's see, their 5 most recent games from Brighton. They've covered this 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of their 5 most recent games for Brighton have covered this 2.5 going against their opponents. And as far as Wolverhampton goes, their 5 most recent games, they also have covered this 3 out of their 5 most recent games. So, yeah, I think the best bet here would be total points over 2.5. But if I had to go for a win, I would most likely do Brighton. Even though their 5 most recent games, they only got 1 win, 2 L's, and 2 draws. And I know Wolverhampton have only taken 1 L in their 5 most recent games. They got 4 wins. But I don't know, maybe that L will get them, like, I don't know if it'll shut them down or not. But anyway, regardless, I think the best bet for here, if you're trying to win for sure, like a 99.9% sure, guaranteed to win here would be total points over 2.5. So, but I'm just saying, as far as a win here, I'm going to have to go with Brighton. Not surprised if this ends up as a tie. All right, on to the last game of the video, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you got. What is your prediction? All right, here we go. Bournemouth at home with 2 injured players. Aston Villa on the road with 1 injured player and 2 questionable. Total sitting at 3. As far as team total points, sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. And this is going to be a good game, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to probably say total points over 3. Let's see, their 5 most recent games as far as this going over 3. It has gone over 3, 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So maybe not the best idea to do over 3. But both of these two teams don't really have that many injuries. And both of these two teams need a win. So now they're not fighting to be a number 1, right? But they are trying to get, closer to that Champions League opportunity. I think the best bet here would probably be, as far as points, I think Aston Villa can cover this 1.5. Let's see, their 5 most recent games, as far as them covering this 1.5, they've done this twice. Out of their 5 most recent games, they've done this twice. So their 3 most recent, they have not covered this. That is wild. Now, as far as these two teams going at it, Aston Villa have covered this 1.5, 3 out of their 5 most recent games. So 3 out of their 5 most recent games, Aston Villa have covered this 1.5 between both of these two teams going at it. Bournemouth, on the other hand, them covering this 1.5, they have only been able to do this twice in their 5 most recent games. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough one. But like I said, I feel like this could be a 2-2 game, maybe 3-2. So, I don't know. I think maybe Aston Villa to cover this 1.5 is the best way to go. Even though Bournemouth, they are at home, they got that advantage. They could do this. They've done this at home once before. So, but nonetheless, I feel like Aston Villa is the better team here. So, give me Aston Villa to cover this 1.5. As far as points and as far as a win, I'm going to have to go with a tie or Aston Villa to win. But yeah, this is going to be, as far as a win, this one's going to be tough. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope the information I gave you was good enough for you guys to make the right picks. I hope you guys end up winning. And most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.